Oh man, oh man. Alrighty, guys. Alrighty. You know, the craziest thing about the Guru Clem series, which has delayed us all today, is that not only was the Guru Clem series had a long 1 hour and 46-minute game in it, it's the fact it had a 45-minute game to start and a 25-minute game too. Like, it was almost a 3-hour series with breaks included. It's just insane. It was just crazy. It really was. Alrighty, guys. Are you ready for some more StarCraft 2? To the bottom left-hand side, we have the red and the pink here for game number 1 of this best of 3. And then the red. It's the red Zerg. I guess that makes sense. It would be really worrying if he was in the red, but it was the pink Zerg. It's that red Zerg player Snute. I'm going to shut up. And to the top right-hand side, our pink Zerg Protoss player is Goblin. So all of his NA subs we don't count. No, you guys count. NA subscribers are the best subscribers. It's just the NA WCS qualifiers aren't a great representation of your region. I hate to say this, but the NA WCS qualifiers are the best representation of your region. They definitely don't represent the NA subs. I mean, it's just rough. Like, sometimes when we cast NA qualifiers, they start at like 1 AM. And if it goes on 5-6 hours, you know, we're talking about at 5-6 AM, continuing to cast finishing. It's very hard, especially when NA qualifiers are so often played like the day before or the day after EU qualifiers, or the same day sometimes. It's very difficult to justify casting NA until 6 AM when we have the EU qualifiers to kind of keep my sleep schedule somewhat on track for, you know. So yeah. Hashtag StreamerBot 2018. Hey guys, I nearly got that LAN bod going, you know. I'm a full-time streamer, and I'm working so hard on my LAN bod. I need to get my bod in shape for LAN. You know, if I show up to LAN with abs, they are gonna go wild. They are gonna not let me in. So I better get my LAN bod on the roll. Let's order some pizza. Let's dig in. Okay, I can't even take myself seriously anymore. Guys, what's up, some caps? Whoa, that was not a sentence that made any sense. Guys, what's up, some caps? Some caps has just hit us up with a Twitch Prime sub, as RX Grim. Guys, do you want a crazy challenge? Do you want a crazy challenge? Just to sneak some lings around this side of the map. We're 15 subs away from 300. What do we do if we hit 300 subs tonight? Come on, name something and we'll have a look. Oh my god, lings are in. Oh my god, they've broken through. Oh, you know what they say about lings? They're some of the best locksmiths in town, and they have just broken the lock on this doorway into the natural, or into the main even. And well, then they haven't actually done too much, but now speed kicks in, it becomes a little bit easier to micro those lings. And a few of them jump down to the low ground, where a few probes are going to be in trouble again, but pulling in. There's a good defense from Goblin. Good probe control. It's not fun to have to pull your probes off the mineral line, but Snute did commit some lings to be able to do this in the first place, so not too crazy. Not too crazy here so far. Just before that happened, I was saying, we've nearly had 300 subs, which is just absolutely insane. We're 15 away, which isn't nearly, but considering how far away we were and how close we are now, that's insane. What can we do if we hit 300 subs tonight? We can do something fun if we hit 300 subs. Get some hype in here. Get some ideas rolling. I want to read them in the break. So you have to guess when the game's going to end, and 3 minutes before then, give me your ideas so I can read them. Flesho donates $5 as well. Thank you again, some caps and RX Scrim for the Twitch Prime subs, guys. Really appreciate it. Flesho with the $5 says, this is for maintaining that bod. Dude, thank you so much. It isn't cheap eating bad every day. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for the $5, guys. Memes aside, on a serious note, before everyone and someone's actually like, oh my god, Wardy, you're going to kill yourself. I actually am trying to get myself a little bit fitter. Hence why I went climbing mountains and bouldering this weekend. You know, I did the opposite of the land bod. Anyways, let's do this and see what's going to happen. And, well, let's see how Snute's going to... Is he going to bust his way through? That's a lot of lings. With a Bane Nest coming up, even more lings on the way. Oh my god. We are... we are going to be... Maybe we've seen Snute just get super aggressive here. Let's see what happens. A lot of Lings coming up the left-hand side. We are going to be seeing this Phoenix coming down through the center. Looking to see what's going on. A couple of drones going down as the Phoenix gets some action roll. I mean, Snute is just going to go and, go for this Bane Burst. This wall from Goblin is terrible. Because of what happened earlier, his wall is absolutely god-awful. And then it's not an insult to Goblin, it's just he hasn't been able to set up well over here. And there's a deficit over towards the third base. That's not going to help 16 Banelings busting down 2 pylons. I mean, that's a supply block just waiting to happen right now. And there isn't a sentry to force field or anything. Goblin is in some trouble. That was maybe the less effective way of getting through, but I guess he ends up in the mineral. I guess it works out for Snute. Bane's left over. Lings and Bane still streaming into the main and natural. And well, a couple of pylons coming up over here just to try and get out of a supply block soon, but I think the better way to... Oh my god, the probes! They try to recall array, but it just puts them in position for the Banes to connect. A few... It was a cute idea, but there's even Banes on the natural with Ling streaming in as well. And Snute has done enough here with this Ling Bane burst to make things happen. That works out, as we are going to be seeing GG. Snute takes game number 1 and a quick and easy 6. Duh. Oh my god, guys. So, I'm going to New York in May. Because when I go, I'm going to Vancouver, Canada to cast the BTSL offline finals. And I'm going to be staying in the Americas, the North America region, until WCS Austin. And it's about a week and a half, and I'm going to take a bit of a holiday in New York for a few days. I was looking up some shows I could go and see in New York, and they have Mean Girls, the Broadway production. Like, is that not just something I have to go and see? Like, is that not just, like, something that has to happen? Like, Mean Girls... the show. Like, this just seems amazing to me. I love Mean Girls. Mean Girls is like, if you ever love a chick flick, you have to love Mean Girls, right? I love a lot of chick flicks, but Mean Girls specifically is so good. So good. I think I have to go see it just for the meme factor. It's gonna be, it's either gonna be terrible or amazing, right? What do you guys think? I think I have to go see it. I think I have to. What is really good at gangbangs is Demuslim? Yeah, Demuslim would know, actually. He could give you guys some, he gave me some verification. Only charge.cheese 1 hour marathon into Probe Rush? I don't even know what that means Unbound. You have to speak simply. My brain's going to mush. We've been casting for 8 hours. You could do some Fnatic Arena. People don't like that one. We play Fnatic Arena and people get really upset that they finally got invited to a viewer game and they have to play on that map. To the top left hand side, our Red Zerg player from Team Liquid, guys. This is Snute. And to the bottom right hand side, the pink Protoss down a game is Goblin. Young Hero coming on through for the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime. Welcome to the family as well. You have so many new brethren today, Young Hero, to party with. I hope you feel very welcomed. The Muslim, we love you, says Malcon HS. I just thought that was worth saying. Awesome. 300 subs, 1v1 Rifkin? We don't need 300 subs to 1v1 Rifkin. 300 subs for Rifkin's real doll Robo Bay. Oh my god. Rickle my pickle. Love that name. Twitch Prime sub as well. Stargate opening here for Goblin, by the way. Again, it's just a Ling speed looking a bit more normal this time. Snute already beyond 26 drones. Not super aggro like he has been before. Again, Rickle my pickle, thank you so much for that Twitch Prime sub coming through, saying thanks for what you do, Wardy, in the chat. Thank you for the kind words and the support. It means a lot, bro. And, or sis, bro, yo. Cool dude, whoever you are, whether you're female or did I just see my gender multiple times over? I did. God, I'm a terrible person. Thank you so much, Rickle. Appreciate it. We are going to be seeing these couple Lings do go around the side, but again, nowhere near the sort of Ling numbers we've seen before. And while we haven't seen crazy number of Lings, you still need 10 to 12 to really get something done at this sort of stage. So, I was going to be seeing these couple Lings coming down the south side, and we are just going to be seeing Lings continue to move around. Wardy, I'm in New York. We can go on a date. Okay. Can you take me to see the Mean Girls Broadway show? Perfect date. I cannot wait. What do you go to? I'm not going to Hamilton. Hamilton's flipping expensive, man. It's insane. Alright, guys. Anyways. Solid. Alice hasn't seen Mean Girls? Oh my god. Hang on, guys. Let me tweet at Alice. This is... Okay. Ben, I have tweeted at Alice asking her why the flip she hasn't seen Mean Girls. That is unacceptable. That's insane. I cannot believe this. What's up, Cheese94? Thank you for the sub as well. Guys, let's focus up on the game as we continue on, because this is an interesting one, because there is double Stargate coming through. Goblin was trying to do this in the last game, but didn't quite get there due to the massive Ling and Bane into his bases. So, yeah, going into the double Stargate, we've seen this before earlier today from DNS. We'll see kind of the differences and the similarities. It's always cool to kind of see that, right? So, yeah, there's a few links coming up the left-hand side. We're going to be seeing a couple of drones getting picked away at here so far, and we're just going to be seeing a little bit of damage being done as we see the Queen is able to push those Phoenix back, and there's going to be seeing the Nexus on the way down from Goblin. Good up to a nice fast forward, obviously looking to use these Phoenix as a way to kind of buy time and keep kind of Snute a little bit kind of distracted at home. Lings are going to run by and head on towards the third base here. A few drones going down, actually. Now, obviously, these Phoenix are looking for some drone kills. They're expected to get some damage go. Here we go. It's going to be seeing these Phoenix coming up towards the top side. And again, looking to try and get some damage dealt here, perhaps in the next few moments. Obviously, a Queen or two, but they're just kind of sticking so close to the spores. Suit's been very careful about it. Triple Queen here, even. And again, not quite killing the Phoenix, but poking away at them and doing enough to keep pushing them back. We're about halfway through right now, and we're just going to be seeing a few more drones on the way up, a couple of Queens, Fleet Beacon being dropped by Goblins, so it's very similar to what we saw earlier. Let's see, if you got the Phoenix, I guess you may as well get Annie Impulse Crystals, but just teching up in towards carriers would be kind of cool to see. I mean, it's similar to what DNS did earlier, although DNS did commit more towards the Ground Army initially. Let's see, we are going to be seeing the Phoenix continue to just look for options, look for opportunities to get whatever done they can. Wiggle my pickle identifies as a pickle. Cool. Perfect. Cool stuff, Pickillian. Pickle dude. I don't know anymore. Aye. My brain's really gone to mush today, guys. I was tired coming into this one. I didn't think it was going to be 8 hours long. I really didn't. And I slept like 4 or 5 hours last night because I was with the UK SC2 lads. And we had to leave pretty early to get back in time to cast, so... Aye. Did not expect to cast so long today. And if you just subbed recently, guys, I'm going to give you some proper love shoutouts after this game. Just don't want to kick up too much of the game shouting out and stuff. Because again, especially when it's interesting as well, with lots of Phoenix, it's not quite your usual, right? So, into the carriers, and Snute so far already looking to counter this with a Spire and a few Infestors. So setting up in towards this right now. Lings moving around the right-hand side, trying to hit the front, a few adepts moving forwards. He's moving all around the right-hand side, and again, just looking to see what else is happening. The Phoenix trying to do whatever they can over here. Oh, seen actually quite a few Overlords getting picked away at. Well, only one goes down. Nice transfusions from Snute. Those transfusions on the Overlords, I mean, it's nice to keep the Overlords alive, and I guess he's got an absolute ton of Queens. Snute's actually making a creep highway. He's going to look to attack in the next few moments. He's going to push across the map. He's going to bring his Queens. He's going to have a couple of Neurals. He has the Spire, but he hasn't actually done anything with the Spire yet. So Snute's going to try and break through here while there's only 2 to 4 carriers with mostly the Queens. Let's see how this is going to go. As we are going to be seeing a couple of roaches. Just have to be a little bit careful. Obviously, carriers for now good at defending. Neural Parasite, I mean, this is all you need, right? If you can Neural Parasite 3 of the 4 carriers and you can just Queen your way through them, it's going to be amazing. That can genuinely work, and you can see this having potential here right now for Snute. He's not going to attack just yet, though. He needs to work for Neural Parasite if he wants that, and of course, Burrow will work out as well. Phoenix going to come back in, and the Queens are going to just push the Phoenix off and away to the right-hand side again. Excuse me. +2 attack on the Cybernetics core, about to finish up. 5 Corruptors on the way out, a Hive on the way down on the third base. Roach is cleaning out some of these rocks here, and again the Phoenix lifting up the Queen. Queen drops back down. Snute isn't committing just yet. Now he's going to Corruptors +2. Looks as though he's not going to go for that timing. I was sort of imagining that he would. I'm still intrigued to see what comes next, though. You know, do these Phoenix, these carriers kind of... But are they still engageable for Snute? Can Snute take a fight if +1 finishes and he goes in with Corruptors as well? Very intrigued. Another Corruptor coming through. The Phoenix going towards the main to try and get some more damage done. Coming all the way up the left-hand side here. There's up the Queen. Queen doesn't go down just yet. The Corruptor is taking quite a bit of damage. One Corruptor falls. Another Corruptor is just going to go down as well. I'm just going to see these Corruptors continue to be chasing away those Phoenix down the left-hand side. So, Phoenix chased away down the left. Again, a lot more shield batteries and cannons continue to come on up. Templar Archives dropping in behind this mineral line, and we are going to be seeing Goblin. Still just setting up with these Phoenix here. He has quite a few of them. Drone will come in towards the upper right-hand side. We'll throw down a hatchery. Still Roaches, Corruptors, and Infestors gathering themselves together. And still Snute just playing so passively compared to what you might expect. So many people try and end games like this early, but Snute's just going to sit back, build up into his later game. He's so confident. Obviously, if there's someone you want to not play late game against, it's probably Snute, because Snute's pretty good at late game. Snute's definitely one of the players who's so good at late game. There's no surprise he's feeling confident just to build up in towards it. So let's see what he can do here against these carriers. 11 minutes in here on Catalyst, but it looks as though it's much later just because of the compositions we have, just because of the way the Goblin did mass up to carriers early. Now, no Storm just yet. Storm is actually a little way away. 3 of these High Templar. I mean, 3 High Templar, no Storm, but once he gets Storm, that's obviously a big difference. It's going to be hugely effective in these fights. And Snute is definitely playing for the long term. Spore Crawlers coming up, getting set to go, continuing to get rolling. Now, guys, I think we might have an update as to what the plan is with regards to the this current scenario. Let me just tab and check Discord quick. I want to see if we have a... Okay, apparently we don't have an update. Phoenix moved over to the side then, sorry, back in the game. I was just trying to see if we had an update on what was going to happen with the length of this qualifier, but for now we just continue onwards. I mean, Roaches, Infestors, Corruptors all gathered up at the top side here. I mean, we just have a bit of a passive game, waiting to see what's next. Love Goblin takes the forward left base. Just holds the middle of the map, just holds this sort of kind of arc. It makes sense. Take this base a bit later on. Don't have to worry about Ling run-bys for a while for now. It's kind of a cool idea. We're going to be seeing the +3 shields is on the way up on the forge. Drone's just going to keep on coming over, and they are just going to be morphing into a lot of spores. So a lot of spores on the way up at the moment. I mean, he's just massing this stack defense. He already has, what, 34 spore crawlers? 8 more on the way, casual 42 spore crawlers. That's how you go. That's how you do things, isn't it? That's how you do things. +2 melee, +1 flat carapace, roach speed. I mean, you guys can see this happening. I'm just waiting for something to happen myself. I'm not really sure how this fight's going to go. Obviously, it's going to come down so much to the execution of the engagement from both sides. Storms are going to be essential, maybe even feedbacks on the Infestors. Corruptors are going to have to try and target carriers ASAP. And some roaches are looking to open up a little bit of a counter-attack through into the natural expansion. Roaches come in, and we are going to see this Zealot. And it's taken down, another Zealot shot down as well. And these roaches continue to push on forwards. Roaches keep on being lifted up here. The Phoenix getting rid of roach after roach after roach. It's a clean cleanup, honestly, but honestly, those roaches as well, they were not really much used to the army of Snute any longer. You know, they're not going to do anything in a fight. It's much better for him to have 7 more Corruptors and 4 more Infestors, you know, available to him. Those roaches were really clogging up supply. A lot more spores coming down over to the left. A lot more spores coming down to the left. 7 more on top of his, still 42, 43. So we're going up to 50 spore crawlers. As we do. As we do. That's how we roll in here. Carriers, voids, a couple of Archons. Moving around, looking to see what's going to happen. Some spore crawlers get into some action here, and we again see this army coming up the right hand side, and well, going to be picking away at a couple of troop tumors. Another Revelation coming down. Going to attack quite a bit of this kind of army out in towards the centered position here. I mean, it's definitely Goblin pressing the issue. He's maxed out on carriers, why wouldn't he? I guess because maybe he has to attack in towards spore crawlers and fungal growths. Could be a pretty good reason why not to. Corruptors come forward and take a couple of shots there to get a couple of units, a Phoenix and Oracle. Fungal growth lands. These fights are going to be a little bit extended because it's a lot of units with a lot of hit points that have to go down. There's some ultras on the ground to chase forwards against the Archons. There's the Neuroparasites coming down, hitting a lot of the Archons. That splash damage for Snute could get rid of the Interceptors. If the Interceptors go down, that'd be great, but the Phoenix come through. They cancel the Neuroparasites by lifting up the Infestors. So the Phoenix are a big part of this play now. The Phoenix still going down. Queens coming forwards too. Queens need to be transfused here by Snute somewhere along the way. Army supply is lacking for Snute though, and I think Goblin might have done this. Just going to be seeing the infested Terrans continue to fight back against those Interceptors. Phoenix continue to come down to the south side, and you're all going to be seeing these few Ultras continue to gather together off to the right. Carriers coming forwards, Void Rays as well, and we are going to be seeing these Phoenix still just doing such a tanky job, and Snute is in a position where I just don't know. I just don't know if he can actually keep fighting another army like this. Snute doesn't have a bank. Snute doesn't have a maxed out army. He doesn't have all these carriers like Goblin has right here. I don't know if Snute can win this. I think Goblin might be looking to tie this series up 1-1. Let's see though. I mean, don't count Snute out in this late game scenario. You never know how this next fight's going to look. Maybe he just makes the Goblin look silly in the next fight and just cleans everything while losing like an Infestor or a couple Corruptors. We are going to be seeing these stasis wards about to expire. Maybe the most exciting thing to happen here for the next moment or so. Unless Goblin goes for the next attack, he is moving forwards. So we're seeing these voids coming forwards. We're going to be seeing one of those spores getting taken down. Corruptors just up in the sky, and we are going to be seeing another couple Infestors on the way out. Units coming back in towards the center of the map. Hey guys, we're getting news that we are going to play the entire bracket today. So buckle yourselves in, get yourself some takeaway, get yourself some snacks. We're not going anywhere for a while. We are going to play out absolutely everything. As we are going to be seeing these units continue to fight though. Snute goes for a counterattack, but shield battery and cannons are pretty good against those lings. Goblin pulling back down through the center. We're going to be seeing those rocks getting taken down as well. And 19 minutes into the game, and these carriers are looking to try and see what sort of a fight they can take. Some Infestors are getting feedback once again. We're going to be seeing a lot of these ultras taking a crap ton of damage. So much damage being dealt here. Oh man, those spores are getting absolutely ravaged as well here now. Oh well, this is Snoot's fight if he wants to take it. He's gonna go. I mean, the carriers are going down very quickly due to the sheer number of corruptors. And you know what? Snute has no splash damage to be worried about. There is no storms here or anything. So these carriers, the corruptors are kind of fighting through. The carrier number is lowering. It's getting there. Snute might be about to make this happen. Some queens are helping out. Transfusions are essential. These Phoenix are adding damage in as well. What a silly fight. Snute actually comes out of this with money and 17 corruptors on the remax, and just the lack of storms and archons on the latter stage of that. That's why the ultras are important, to clean out the ground units so that the corruptors can fight against no splash damage continuing onwards. Just going to be seeing 11 corruptors on the way up. So many spores spread across this entire front line. Only 42 now. We've had more in the game at points. So many cannons up as well. How many cannons are actually up in the game? 33. Lots of static defense here as Snute gets attacked by a revelation. Obviously that gives Goblin the idea as to, you know, he can choose when he wants to fight. 6 carriers in production at the moment, by the way. Problem is for Snute, he cannot actually take advantage of the fact that he, you know, a fight just happened and he went well for him, because the carriers are just going to sit above cannons, and there's no way you can sit above this. There's no way you can just sit above this and continue. Couple of Archons on the way up right now, as we do see Corruptors actually caustic spraying down. A couple of Assimilators. Nice idea, because Assimilators are something you can reach without being attacked, and it's going to deny gas income, which is so important for Goblin at this stage of the game. Archons carriers coming over the right hand side. A couple of Void Rays here too. We are going to be seeing a lot of these spores going to get targeted down so quickly. Spores got Sonic drop a little bit. A lot of Infestors. Dropping some fungal growths here. The Corruptors are chasing. They want something, but those storms are something that Snute now has to be so wary of. Once again, he needs to get those ultras into the fight. He needs to get them to start cleaning up on the ground, but there's not even that many ultras, right? Only 3 of them. Not going to win the fight against Voids, Archons, and Storms. So he needs to be careful of that as well now. Coming over to the left-hand side, because that's where Goblin is attacking. He cleans out some of the Spore Crawlers already. So many cannons set up here from Goblin right now. Carriers, Archons, all set up on this left-hand side. We're going to be seeing this mothership coming back in towards the center. And we are just going to be seeing, again, a couple of Oracles from Goblin, looking to see what he can do. We're going to see if he can get a little bit more done here. 7 more Spore Crawlers on the way up. Still just an insane amount of stack defense being relied on here by both players. Archons and carriers are still just moving around. You know what, guys? While this game's going on, I'm just not gonna lie. I have to get something to eat. I'm gonna make some instant noodles. Like, I know this is unprofessional as fuck, but I've been sat here for 8.5 hours, and I need to eat something. So, as this game is ongoing, I'm just sat here and I'm losing the will to live, and I can hear it myself in my casting. So I'm gonna straight up be honest. I'm gonna make some noodles, and well, as I do that, the fight actually does start to break out, so let's see how this one goes. I mean, taking down so many spores so quickly. The ultras coming through, they just don't get enough done yet. Queens on the south side getting feedbacked, and the transfusions are just not there. The spores are kind of just not here to fight anymore as the corruptors come in. The storms are very good. Neural parasites on a couple of units. It's the Void Rays, I think, that are neural mostly. Hard to see. No, it was an Archon, actually. Corruptors still flying through, though. They're going to get rid of a few more of these units. The carriers, how many interceptors are left? Not too many. Continue to push forwards here. The Corruptors targeting down carrier after carrier after carrier. Is Snute breaking through this? Well, he's still got some carriers left over, but Corruptors left over, but as the carriers get back to the cannons, they're going to just stay alive, right? I mean, there's no way the Corruptors can fight over the cannons. We see Infestors, Neural Parasite, a Void Ray. I mean, the Infestor just gets taken down. I think there's a lift from the Phoenix. Pushing forwards here. Snute with the reinforcements quickly might be able to keep pushing forwards. He might be able to keep pushing forwards. He might be able to make something happen right now. 110 to 92 army supply. There's just so many cannons. And of course, he's out of energy on the Infestors as well. And that's what, 16 army supply is just useless for him at the moment? Spore crawlers from Snute coming over the side here, going to drop themselves down, burrow themselves in. 5 more carriers on the way up here at the moment. A few more warp-ins, 5 zealots on the way up here. A few more cannons, shield batteries too. Well, my water's ready, so I'm gonna pour myself some noodles. Interceptors coming forwards. A little bit of a skirmish yet again. Back and forths will, of course, just continue here for some time. And it just takes a while after every fight for the players to reset to a point where they're both happy to engage again. Obviously, the Pros player has to wait for his production. The Zerg has to wait for energy to recharge. It's at least going to be every time 3 to 5 minutes between fights, and 25 minutes in, it's still anyone's game for the taking. We haven't really looked much at the economies. This base over here may be something that's needed for Goblin in the long run. Snute's trading less effectively though, so right now if Snute stops that base from coming up, this is okay for me. Dives in, grabs a carrier and backs away with the Corruptors. Now there's a good little in and out maneuver. And it goes very well for him. Corruptor's actually just going to... Carrier's going to recall because a couple of Ultras are dealing some damage over here. Get the Cybernetics core, but now backing away and kind of just done for the moment. What's up, Dark as the Void? Thank you for the 12 months. I'm going to give proper shout-outs for subs and stuff during this that came in through this game after the game. I'm just going to move around the left-hand side. It's going to be Lings and Ultras pushing forwards yet again. Carriers here just going to be fighting away, going to be pushing forwards, and well, I mean the Spore's coming back into action as well. Still just continuing to fight this. A couple of Infestors on the way up. Drone on the way out. Carriers to the left hand side. Noodles are almost ready. Great thing about having a kettle right next to the casting setup is we can just make instant noodles on the go. Haven't ever had to do this before. Not mid-game, but we're just going for it now. Just going to be moving around here. Again, this game was played for the late game by both players early. Spore count is still up high, 54. Corruptors are leading the charge in. Who else is in this lobby that I can just use to observe? Alaris. Alright, guys. If you have any complaints about the observant, you can tweet at Alaris. You all know Annie, right? Cool. If you got any complaints about the observant, it's all on Alaris. Sit back and let's see what happens. As I hope my noodles are ready soon, otherwise I'm going to starve. These carriers are still moving around here. Let's have a little bit of a look to see if they can take a fight again. Obviously the Corruptors are here too. I mean, what's going wrong for Goblin in these fights? Is it just the lack of... Is it just too many carriers maybe? Is that insane to say? Like, only 4 Storms? Only 4 Void Rays? Is the only carriers hurting him? It might be, honestly. It really might be. Cold Brood's gonna finish up. Spore's getting pushed back. I love this slow push of cannons up the map. Snute tries to take this base here. If he's able to get this base up, I mean, that's actually really nice for Snute, but it's not going to happen. But just a 9 Goblin from having it is also essential based on the resources lost so far, although it's a lot closer than it was. Snute just having that base extra goes a long way for him in terms of longevity in this game. 30 minutes in, so about 10 minutes from actually mining out the map, depending on, you know, some of the little bits and pieces. Oh, those interceptors took a bit of a beating there. The fungal growths are huge on the interceptors. Look how many dropped. Sadly, Snute can't do much about it. A few Broodlords are picking away at cannons, but for the moment, that's kind of just about it. It's picking away here slowly but surely. Well, the noodles are good. On the plus side of things. Hey guys, it's Denver's birthday according to Skype. That's cool. Alright then. I'm still on someone's camera, right? Was I? What? Ah, wrong camera. There we go. Back on Laris's camera. "30 minutes, guys. And we're just sat here waiting for the next fight. How's everyone's day going?" That has been pretty fun, honestly. I'm actually kind of enjoying myself, even if it seems a bit ridiculous how long we've been here. I do think sometimes the longest days of casting are usually the best. Because I love StarCraft, right? So getting to cast loads of StarCraft is usually pretty good. Come on, I'll just go down over here. Some pros have actually died because there's a couple of things going on the third base that we aren't seeing. Snute takes the chance to fight against the cannon and battery wall of the century. He kills about 2 cannons. He killed like 3 cannons for like 20 transfusions. Oh my god. What's going on? Noodles are still good. It'd be funny if the other person set their vision to me. Yeah. That'd be awkward. That'd be really awkward. What flavor? They're just chicken ramen noodles. It's not very exciting. They're not even spicy. They're just chicken instant noodles, basically. Oh! There's Tempest! When did they get made? Oh, that's kind of cool, because it kind of forces a fight. Ling's gonna be, doing a lot. Yeah, they are doing a hell of a lot, to be fair. No, that's mean. We're not gonna troll Annie. We're using her observing skills, we're not gonna troll her. She's actually not missing anything. I'm kind of impressed. Although I guess there isn't too much happening on the map at a time. Now the spores are being picked away by Tempest. I mean, Goblin's not defending his main. He's gonna lose everything here. He can't really afford to remake production either. He's actually making a Dark Shrine? Ooh. But Goblin's mined out. So as Goblin's mined out, he's got what? 28 gas. He's gonna have 1,000 gas to spend, and that's it. Unless he can get this base, which he hasn't been able to do. Ooh, Neuroparasites on the Tempest. Come to me, baby. Come to me. I summon ye Tempests into the arms of my spore crawlers. Yeah, I just target down the shield battery, why not? I mean, it's energy, right? I mean, it is energy. We need another guru match so you can eat. What do you think we're watching right now? I mean, I guess this is not like nothing happening, but it's pretty much as close as it can be, really. Ling's running through. Cannon's under fire. Ling's back away. Probes commit suicide. What would you do if I cast the Cell Showtime game? But Cell Showtime was like... Well, Cell Showtime was only an hour long, Dark as the Void. We cast an hour and 45-minute TVZ today. So... And also I think Cell Showtime was super exciting all the way through, like every moment of the game. There wasn't really a lot of kind of super boring points. So... That was not the case in Clem vs Guru, trust me. I should probably sub just before this match will never end. I mean, I'm not going to say no anxiety. Well, Brutal's are making some more progress. The batteries are actually out of energy. It allows the cannons to push on forward a little bit more. Maybe meet your mic as you slurp and munch on your noodles? No way, man. It's part of the experience. What sort of caster would I be if I muted my mic mid-stream? God. But now you've made me very self-conscious. God damn it. Okay, and now I'm gonna mute my mic. You made me really self-conscious here. Can't believe she missed that baseline. WTF. Now she's typing back. Now I feel bad. Yeah, you're being watched, Danny. I'll just come through. I mean, he can't let Goblin have this base. I think Snute's got this game. It's just going to take a little while longer to take the fights. But Snute has 6.5k 4k in the bank. And with 6.5k 4k in the bank, he has obviously the ability to rebuild a lot of times. But even if Goblin starts mining, if Snute takes the fight soon, Goblin's income isn't going to be fast enough. Like, he's not going to get gas fast enough to rebuild everything he needs. I'm nearly done with my noodles, guys. Might be done with them just in time to cast the end of this game. Full hype mode. Like full hype mode. Okay. I think that's all the noodles. Fuck. It felt like nothing. Can we take a break to run to McDonald's, guys? God damn it. This is not going well. Alright. 38 minutes in. We've had some noodles and nothing has changed. Oh, no, no, Annie, that's not the time you look away. There's a fight going on. Okay. So, I mean, all Snute has to do is engage like he's engaged previously, and he's fine. Goblin doesn't really have the money to set up the massive defense here that he set up elsewhere previously, but he is mining, so at least he's slowly getting that base up. Resources lost in favor of Snute, though, so even having this base as Goblin may not be enough here in the long term. Because Snute's happy to fight overstacked defense, it seems, for the most part. For the most part. Retrotrical, I don't know what you're trying to gain from that, but now you're just gonna get banned. Good job, bro. 39 minutes in. You see it. Ooh. Did he just revelate his own army? Did they just I think they just revelated each other's armies, right? It just looked really weird for a moment. Yeah, so Snute now sees this army. Despite Mothership. You can see a couple of brews being chased away here. Snute with Queens, Infestors, Corruptors getting set to go. These Broodlords dropping down. Deep Brutality and another Revelation just keeping track. I'm surprised Snute hasn't committed more down here. He has the units to do it. Maybe he just doesn't want to go too far away from his spores, give up too many ultras, perhaps. That's interesting. It's going to be seeing a couple of these cannons fight their way through some of these spore crawlers now. We are 40 minutes in game. And this is still looking Snute favored. I'm still completely on Team Snute right now to wrap this up to 0. 5 more Corruptors on the way up. A couple of spores going down. Infested Terran. Snute's decided he's had enough. Here we go. Corruptors coming in, but they don't know where they're going. They try to avoid storms, I guess. First storm that lands right on top of them. Infested Terrans fighting against the Interceptors. A lot of Interceptors going down. There's storms available. The Ultras are trying to make their way through here. Corruptors trying to pick off what they can. Coming back in, we're going to see the mothership goes down. And is there any storms left over? I don't think so, in which case I think Goblin's in trouble. These Corruptors are getting the job done. Carriers are just going down one after the other. The Tempest won't last long either. There's just an overwhelming amount of carriers left here. And what's lost here overall in the game? Some people are asking. 32 carriers, 5 Tempests, 100 Corruptors. Some crazy numbers here in the latter stages of this, as we are going to be seeing Ultras and Corruptors able to push on through here in the end. And this is Snute about to take victory in game number 2 to close out this series and move through the next round of this WCS EU qualifier, which is now being going for 9 hours, and we are going to finish it tonight. Yes, crazy, I know. Ultras push in on the right-hand side here. Corruptors will caustic spray what they can. We are going to be seeing these Corruptors are continuing to just be an absolute pain here. And we are going to see a couple of Queens just being chased down as well. And this is truly just about it from Snute. He's got it. He's got this one in the back. He's long-distance mining his opponent's base. Oh dear. I mean, why not, right? Take those minerals away. Don't give Goblin what he wants. Snute gets it. Game number 2 is his. GG. Well played. Beautifully done.